League Soccer. The 28th season of Major League Soccer kicked off this weekend. 30 games scheduled for the weekend. 12 were played. Big news out of Los Angeles. The Derby, I don't like calling it El Tráfico, you know this. The Derby was postponed due to inclement weather in Pasadena area. The game was going to be played at the Rose Bowl. They made a huge deal about it. You can see the images right there. It was actually going to be impossible to play, and also a very poor experience for the fans.
Well, forget about playing, because you can do that. It's the rain, whatever. It's the experience for the fans and the safety. There is no shelter, so in case of thunderstorms, there'd be nowhere for the fans to go. And also, if you've ever been to the Rose Bowl, parking is a nightmare. I was once there, Mexico versus Cuba, Gold Cup, where Uriel Antuna, as a Galaxy player, scored 3 goals at a hat-trick game. From the parking to the door, to the stadium door, it was an hour. It's a miserable experience if conditions aren't almost perfect. It's not one of those stadiums where you can just come in and out of with the residential area. So 100% the right decision. It does, however, put a damper on what would have been an epic opening weekend for Major League Soccer and Apple TV.
You know this very well. The league really hyped this game.
Right, and for good reason.
For a great reason.
They'd already had 70,000 plus sold.
70,000 plus sold already. And you want the fan to have that experience inside the stadium, of course, but also on TV. This was the first weekend for the new broadcasting partners, Apple TV. A lot of familiar faces, a lot of good friends. And again, we wish them well. They did a very, very solid job. But what was your first impression of Major League Soccer Season Pass watching the action over the weekend?
So let me start off by saying doing TV is incredibly hard. What you and I do is actually the easy part.
Well,
There are a lot of incredibly talented and hardworking people behind the camera who try their best to make things work. What I will say is the picture looked amazing.
Yes.
That's one of the things we're going to get.
1080, I'll take it every day.
8K, whatever you want. It looked great. I love that the fact that they're trying to create so much content around the actual product. That is something that fans have been aching for. That is something that we try to do here every time we do anything. They're trying to recreate that experience. I love that. You can see there our ex-colleague Taylor Twellman, how much fun they're having. A few things. It's a brand new product. With people who maybe aren't as versed in it. So there will be some road bumps, and that's expected. That's fine. I thought it was nothing too crazy. Things that they can get better in, they will get better in as far as their shows surrounding and what they do and focusing more on the game. That stuff's gonna get better, I have no doubt. There are some really talented people that are finally getting a chance to showcase and platform themselves with this experience, so I'm very happy for them. And let me just finish by saying, people are always gonna find something to complain about. That's what they'll do, especially online. It's very easy to type away and think hey, I said my piece. Very easy. It's very hard to put out an experience that people want to watch, and I think they're heading in the right direction.
So we got a chance to call MLS games together for several years, and we all know it's not easy. It requires a lot of effort by a lot of people. So the first thing that I would say is the product was just fine. It was good because they have people that know the league, that have broadcasted the league before.
There's some bugs that have nothing to do, like subtitles,
some technical
audio issues, technical issues.
Exactly.
It's bound to happen. Doesn't mean you should excuse it, but this is day one.
Listen,
Rome
guys,
wasn't built in a day.
We do TV. We are very, very lucky to do what we do, right? It is a privilege to do what we do. And when you work in this business for so many years, for whatever many years, you've been here for like, what, 4 years or 5 years already with ESPN.
7.
All right, this is going to be my 17th year at ESPN. So whenever we're watching, we can tell, right? Oh, like a black spot, or the audio was...
Or the bug, or the subtitle here.
I love the fact that you have people that love the league broadcasting the league.
Yes.
That know the league really well. To me, that was huge because they know how to... I don't know if the right word is promote, because it's not your job to promote
that's
the
what
league,
I was gonna get.
But just to be respectful of the product.
That's what I was going to get to. If I had to nitpick at anything, is that this is a league creating a network. Apple gives you the platform. MLS is paying the talent. MLS is paying for the production. Apple's the platform. So we got to give it a chance, but let's not fall into this trap where we're promoting the league so much that we're selling it. They're there because they want to see it. They're not there necessarily because they want to buy a jersey or have to be reminded of where to get this jersey, or commercials. When we talk about the red zone type show there. But it's going to get better. That's what I will say, and I will repeat. Rome was not built in a day.
Now, I have just one more thing to say. And you know what I come from with this thing that I'm about to share. The set in English, slick, nice, clean, beautiful. Now, for my guy, Tony Kerky, who I love. I grew up in this business with Tony Kerky.
Ortiz, we've got
and Diego Valeri, who's returning to the U.S. after spending one final year in Lanús in Argentina. They did a great job. I thought the set looked quite smaller than the one in English. And I just want to put it out there. I'm not saying it's wrong, it's fine. Listen, I work for ESPN. ESPN does a great job creating opportunities for ESPN in English, ESPN Deportes in Spanish, right? Sometimes those things happen, but I heard from people. I heard from people saying, why is a set in Spanish a little smaller? I'm like, well, welcome to the business. It is what it is. Not a big deal. Well, it's not a big deal.
It could have been worse.
I just wanted to put it on.
It could have been worse.
It could have been way worse.
It could have been like a set we saw from our friends at Fox. Now, I'm not saying it's. How can I put this? I saw a lot online referencing to Fox and what they weren't doing.
Yeah.
What people don't realize is MLS is paying for the production, okay, of Apple. So the talent that you see, the set that they have, that's all MLS. But MLS is also paying for the production of Fox.
Right.
And
linear partner.
Supply a big studio with the bells and whistles. They are making Fox go to Florida with a company called Vista, who actually does production for U.S. Open Cup games. So Stu Holden and John Strong, this game is on MLS's dime, and it's being simulcast at the same time. So MLS is saying, well, we're not going to spend money here because we're already doing it here for the same game. So you can sit here and criticize Fox and listen, to each his own. But this is Major League Soccer paying for it. So if you want a linear experience, that's what Major League Soccer just paid for.
Yeah. Again, week number 1, in the end, to me, the thing that truly matters is the people broadcasting did an amazing game. The other are just like subtle things that are not the most important. And I know the fan experience is just going to get better and better.
The picture quality was awesome.
Oh my God, excellent. So good.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.